Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that. And while this thing is loading up here, I'm gonna really quickly just count off the mods that we will be using in this new 0.90 install. We're of course using, as always, environmental visual enhancements, this time without any extra packs to it, because this is the 32-bit version and I really don't want to go into modding the 32-bit version so much that it will memory crash. Then we've got, of course, ambient light adjustment, so you guys can actually see stuff on YouTube, even on the dark side of the planet. We've got active texture management, so we don't actually run out of memory. And then we've got a bunch of stuff that will make the game harder. And a bunch of stuff that's just essentially me not wanting to play without it. We've got deadly re-entry. We've got distant object enhancement. Yeah, that's more of a visual thing. We've got Fairings aerospace research, aka FAR. We've got the Kerbal alarm clock, we've got Kerbal engineer redux, we've got procedural fairings, we've got Percise Node, we've got RealChutes, we've got remote tech, we've got StageRecovery, the Toolbar, and we've got Trajectories. That's all in all 15 mods, and I'd say we start a new game. It's weird having the white spacesuits for once, since usually I had the orange ones in the 0.2 3.5 modded install, and I've had the blue ones in the last install, so used to those now. Anyway, we're starting a new career. We're of course using our flag. We're gonna go back to this flag. And we're gonna do this on custom difficulty. I'm gonna go ahead and allow quick loading and reverting flights. I'm probably not gonna even do the reverting flights much, but you know, I've never played with FAR before, and I'm gonna allow myself to revert a flight of a vessel that looks like it would be able to fly, but then ends up not being able to fly. Missing crews will not respawn. We are not gonna auto-hire any crew members before flight, and we are going to want entry purchase on our research. We of course want destructible facilities, and we won't use stock vessels. Our starting funds, I'm gonna go ahead and say 10,000 should be enough. For a start, our science reward, I'm not gonna actually turn that down, since I don't want this to be the grind fest of the universe. Our fund rewards will be cut a little bit to like 70%, or let's actually go to like 60%. That's what hard mode puts it on, since I don't want to. I actually want to have a challenge in our funds, at least, because being efficient is something I like. Reputation rewards, yeah, you can also have those pretty much. Our penalties, however, are gonna go to like 500% here on both reputation and funds, because I want it to have an impact if we fail a contract that we accept. So this is our new save, and we're going to start this, and we're going to play this until the next update, I hope. Unless I game over, but I do not expect to actually game over. Hey there, Gene. Thanks, I know how this works. Hashtag bring back the barn. Like, seriously? Anything but this bland stuff. But yeah, I really think this like generic design of this space center does not look very well, so I am glad that we're gonna upgrade this very, very quickly. Or at least as quickly as it will let me. Also, I'd like this toolbar. Unlock position. Thank you. Get over here. And lock position. Thank you. Yeah, deadly reentry model. We're gonna use the normal settings. We're not gonna change anything. Distant object enhancement's gonna use the normal settings. Far is gonna use the normal settings here. And RealChutes is gonna auto arm when deploying, so we don't have any problem with chutes not going off when they are supposed to. Also, I'm gonna bring up Kerbal alarm clock here just so we have a little overview of what we need to do. Kerbal alarm clock now also holds your deadlines for contracts, but before we actually even accept any contracts, I'm gonna go ahead and do the cheaty and cheap thing. Hello. Yeah, Vanna, I know. Thank you. And just take one of our capsules and just launch it on the launch pad. We're gonna get 100% recovery, so this is not going to be a bad thing. I should have probably brought the scientist for this, although I don't know. I mean, EVA reports and crew reports usually give 100% return anyway. Hey Jab, do a crew report. That's 1.5 science, and do an EVA report from the launch pad. Don't think a spacesuit was necessary. Store, grab, and EVA report flying over Kerbin's shores. Get back in, recover vessel, and have some free science. You know, this is pretty much the starting science, so as you see, we got everything back, so we are now back down to 10,000 funds. Back up, I mean. And Jab actually gained experience for that. We're gonna do pretty much the same thing over here on the runway. That, and we're gonna use our scientist here. Also, we're gonna... Please. No, not that way, yeah. And we're gonna launch it here too. We of course cannot take surface samples yet, because that would require us to do an upgrade of the astronaut facility. I think. It at least requires some sort of update. Upgrade, not update. We have a crew report, 1.5 science. We've got an EVA report. Flying over Kerbin's shores, we already had that, so let go EVA report from the runway. Don't think a spacesuit was necessary. Store, run off the runway really quickly. And get the science from the grasslands around Kerbin here. Or I think this would be KSC. Is that still the runway? God. Why is this so frickin'... So the reason I installed StageRecovery, by the way, is because I don't want to waste our launch stages that much. From KSC, thank you. And that's of course, I could totally recover him right now and then recover this part from the the Space Center screen, but I really don't think that is any faster than just running back up here and boarding again. grab, board, recover. So that would be our starting science and the starting experience for our crew. That would be that. And then we're actually gonna go ahead. No. Did I click on you? And look in here. Hey there, Gene. Gene Kerman has a contract still, but we now can only accept 2 of a maximum until we upgrade this building. So we of course want to accept, launch a new vessel, and set an altitude record. And then we're gonna go ahead and go back in here and actually build our first nice rocket with a command pod Mark 1 and a solid fuel booster. Then I pretty much want you to be over here. Thank you. Just because I don't want this to get in the way. I don't need the far screen right now. All I really need is a parachute. I could have of course used the RealChutes parachute, but that's a bit heavy and big. For some reason, it also does not have any cost to it. So that's weird. This parachute is free. I should edit that. Note that. I really don't know why this is free. RealChutes cost. I would think that by now the mod maker of this would have updated it to be compatible with fucking career mode. I didn't actually check for that before starting the career, so yeah. In any way, we're gonna call this the I don't know, launch 1. I hate my alt key so much. You don't even know. It either double taps or it does not recognize the tap the press it at all. It's really weird. I don't know why. And it's just that one switch too. And I really don't want to have to go ahead and get my keyboard repaired. In any way, we don't really need any of this. I guess I'm gonna put a Communitron on here in any way, but I definitely need to rotate it to be more upright, so we don't have too much drag from it. And then we're gonna thrust limit you to like 40% and give you like half the fuel. And this should easily go up to 5,000 meters. Also, we're gonna empty out the mono propellant and the ablative shielding here, since we don't need ablative shielding. We're not gonna even decouple. So, safe, and we're gonna have Jeb in there since he's the pilot, so he has SAS functions. Then we're gonna make sure that our parachute is in a separate stage, save this again, and launch. SAS on and launch. Crew report. We want to go. Oh, don't. Yeah, chute deployment unsafe, I guess. With those, kind of... yeah, that's aerodynamic stress for you. Okay, we just got over 11,000 meters and we probably heated this up pretty much. Holy shit, I'm glad that this has such high temperature tolerance. Okay, we overshot 11, so we actually missed one contract there. Can we please have a Kerbal engineer? Why do I not get Kerbal engineer here? Does this not have automatic Kerbal engineer stuff on it? Weird. I guess then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna send this home. No comms device? Are you fucking kidding me? What do you think that is? Oh yeah. Haha, haha, haha. I'm not gonna activate this before we're going down, by the way. Yeah, we need to activate comms devices by ourselves. We've got remote tech installed. We did our 2 contracts, so that's nice. So we can toggle info here and have a nice thing here. So we're gonna go ahead and say as soon as we hit 5, okay, as soon as we hit 2,000 meters, or let's say 3,500, I'm gonna deploy the chute. Since it doesn't say chute deployment is unsafe here, it should be safe, shouldn't it? I have no idea, by the way, whether this is gonna crash still because of too much weight. But apparently the RealChutes chutes are actually a little bit bigger than the stock chutes. Because this is actually safe to land over land right now. Because this has like an impact tolerance of 7 on land. And we are only going 6.8 meters per second. So... what I don't want to do, kinda, is time warping, just because I don't know how RealChutes reacts to that. Electric charge, not doing that well. I'm gonna go ahead and say, activate the comms device. And then review report, send. What the hell is that then? If that's not a comms device, I don't know what is. Send. Okay, for some reason this does not work as a communication device. I don't know what the problem is here. EVA. Take that, get back in, do another crew report, keep EVA EVA report, flying over Kerbin's water, store, and then let go, and EVA report, keep, grab board, and recover. I need to read into remote tech apparently. So yeah, that's that. Parts, refund, pretty much everything. We've made a bunch of money. Of course, Jeb did not gain experience since he already did a flight before, essentially. Good, basic rocketry. We've got decouplers. We've got fuel tanks. We've got the mystery goo. Then we've got more chutes. Of course, the RealChutes chutes do have entry purchase for some reason, but they don't have real prices apparently. Maybe it's just for that one chute that is on tier 1. Maybe it's just that. In any way, we're gonna unlock this, and we're gonna unlock well, I guess, oh, there we go. There we get procedural fairings and the satellite parts, which are gonna be very important because we're gonna get satellite contracts from the new stock stuff from, what's it called? Fine print. I'm gonna go ahead and research this too, since I do want radial decouplers, and maybe a few fins would not be that bad. And aerodynamic nose cones are also nice if you have boosters on the side. So, since we have far. Okay. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, got that. So just that you know, this red dot here is KSC. That's where the connection to any satellite needs to go in essence, because you can't transmit data through the planet. So in the end, we're gonna have to have a relay network around the planet. These are aerial, I guess, aerial survey contracts. Those little things are waypoints that you can actually set as navigation targets in flight, so you can use that to navigate there with a plane or something. And I really don't want to do these contracts until we have plane parts, because it's pretty hard to get a there we go, to get a rocket to fly exactly in that height, a flight above 16,700 meters near that area, or 17,600 meters. So, I mean, if I re-enter over that or something, that's something completely different, but that's pretty hard to hit then. You know, I really want to do that with planes because it's an easier way to do it. Also, you can do multiple of those at the same time then. That's free money. LVT-45 landed at Kerbal. We're gonna definitely accept that. We're not gonna do in-flight over Kerbal. Solid booster landed at Kerbal, that's also free money, so I guess we're gonna get some free money real quick. And suborbital trajectory, really? Next thing we're gonna do is, of course, set an altitude record of 22, but first... we're gonna really quickly... no fuel. And give that away, and... LVT 45. And we're gonna get Bill in there since he does not have any experience yet. And then we're gonna be really, really nice about this and set this up to be this way and add like wait, T, no, wrong, R, yeah, X. Oh, you do that like this. Okay, then we're gonna turn this around. I like the new editor a lot. And then we're gonna call this test 1, save, launch. Okay, we don't have any fuel in here, and we don't have any fuel for this, so boom, both contracts successful. Now we actually get our Kerbal engineer too, thank you. Whatever was the problem with that on the first vessel? Well. Anyway, recover vessel, we get everything back. So this was essentially free money, free science, free everything. Whatever we got on that. And Bill did not get any experience because I didn't EVA him. Apparently. Oh, because that counts as flying over Kerbin. That's what it does. Okay. Because the EVA hanging on the capsule counts as flying. It gives experience for that. That's a nice little exploit. In any way. We're gonna do the altitude record of 22,000. And stability enhance the landed at Kerbin. That's pretty much it. We cannot take any more anyway, so we're gonna do a new vessel. Wow, you reload now if you do a new vessel? Anyway. So, we of course need a chute for that. I could unlock the radial chutes, but I don't know. Those are intensively expensive. Comparable to the Mark 16 XL chute, but which is raised radially instead of attached to the top of something. Of course, all stock chutes do work as real chutes, so I have no problem saying I want that, but then again, we're gonna go with the normal chute for now. I want... oh! Mystery goo. While we're at it, we're gonna actually purchase the entry cost on that and put a bunch of goo on here. Where do we put that? So I'd say we purchase that. Have a LVT30. Actually, I think purchase that. Would that have enough thrust to weight? .30. That's actually a nice thrust to weight ratio. And we've got a delta V of 2745. That goes like halfway to orbit. So I guess this should be safe to say we can take this up without any too heavy problems. So yeah, I think that's that. We need to test this at the launch, so we're gonna put one on here. That's gonna be recovered. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We don't need anything else. For some reason the parachutes still are in utility and in parachutes. That's nice. Yeah, I think that's okay. So we're gonna put our... Oh, I know why Kerbal Engineer worked that time, because we had an engineer on board. We're of course gonna get Jebediah in there, and then we're gonna see if the thing works with Kerbal Engineer system boasts an impressive this thing isn't massless, so seeing as this is I'm gonna do this and then offset it. By the way, to switch between and I don't want that. To switch between offsetting in the direction of the part and how it's attached instead of the direction of the vessel's thing here is F, so like that. Offset, absolute offset local. Switch with F. And I'm gonna put these pretty much exactly, no, two of them on, no, not the center of thrust, the center of mass, like here. I hope that works. We're gonna call this launch 2. Save. With our pilot and launch. Let's see if that works that way. Now, I did not actually look whether the thrust to weight was still okay. But now we have our Kerbal Engineer, of course. So SAS on Z for full power. We want to observe the mystery goo landed on the launch pad. And then we want to say, please don't deploy our chutes now. And then we say 3, to 1. Where is my thrust to weight? Thrust to weight ratio 1.2. I guess that's okay. It's still more than 1. And then we're gonna observe the mystery goo up here, flying over Kerbal, flying at Kerbal. Atmospheric efficiency not that good. At least we're not over, so we are not at terminal velocity. So pretty much just want my apoapsis to get all the way up to 22,000. We did complete the contract with the launch stability enhancer. And I'm gonna keep on just going straight up, by the way. I'm not gonna do a gravity turn, I don't want to go into orbit. And as you saw on the last launch, turning in far is actually a bit hard if you don't have wings and control surfaces and stuff. Okay, our apoapsis height is at 23. Gonna cut the throttle here and let us just coast up to the 22 that we need. As long as our apoapsis stays above 22, we are going to reach 22. We're actually going to reach 23, so that's okay. Altitude record set. We can do a crew report from up here, from the upper atmosphere, and actually reset this canister and review and redo a goo observation here from the upper atmosphere, so we don't actually need to go back up here with that. Because the thing is, I'm gonna just put a pod on the launch pad and on the runway with the scientist inside again to get the goo science. Because then we get 100% recovery of the goo science and don't actually have to do it again on the launch pad to get all of the science. Please don't land on the VAB or something. That would not be the greatest thing. Like last time, I'm gonna wait till we're under 200 on the thing here. And now deploy a chute. Because this can totally rip. These are real chutes. We're going to go directly on top of the VAB. Would you? Thank you. RealChutes not deploying that fast is actually a little bit concerning when you don't have the... soft landing. And we can do the following. We can actually EVA, take our crew report out of there, take an EVA report, no, but we can go back in, do a crew report from the VAB building, and get back out. Whoops! Jab. Do an EVA report from the VAB. And then we're gonna leave Jab up here for a second and recover the vessel. That's 22 science, 89% of the parts back, and Jab, recover please. That's another 2.4 science, no experience, and that's it. Good. We've got 47 science, so let's try to give some of that out. We could get the gimbaled engines, which is a nice idea, I guess. And then I'm gonna probably restrict myself to actually getting the nodes as they are in the tier. So next thing I want are, of course, the Stay Putnik, Stay Putnik, and maybe that one, and for the struts, for instance. That one, of course, for batteries. And as soon as we have solar panels, we can get contracts to do survey missions. So yeah. That's that for that, and I'd say that's it for this episode, and I will see you for the next episode where we will continue this. And till then, I'd say like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWEdeadman. Bye!